Thank y'all for being here. We're going to try and knock out this look really quick because I have like 35 minutes until my live. And so if we don't get to finish the face, cotton candy chapstick, if we don't get to finish the face, I'll do that on a live and then we'll come back and just take pictures and I'll pop it up over here. Otherwise, we'll do everything in this look. So with Janessa, she's a member. Members get to make requests here at the Crazy Troll Nation. So if you want to have some input into the content, becoming a member is how you do that. It's $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. So she shopped my stash. I did a video. I called it my entire treasure troll trove, a phrase given by Janessa, because I don't want to call it a collection. And so I showed everything, and then for the members, shop my stash. I've never done a shop my stash even for myself. So she has a thing with greens and pinks. So on my inner rims, we have matte color excess gel pencil eyeliner and Pool Shark. And on our lower lash line, we have NYX retractable eyeliner in aqua green. And she chose Jade Dreams, and this is from Spellcast Beauty, which is the sister brand to Notoriously Morbid, and you can purchase this from the Notoriously Morbid website. They did send this to me in PR, so I don't have a plan. I sat here and looked at it, and we're just going to make up something. And she said a pink blush. This is the closest I have to a pink blush, and this is Haus Labs. This is Lavender Blonde, and it's described as light pink purple. So we're going to use this. And from City Lips, one of their glosses, this is one of their opaque glosses. And when I tried this on, somebody called it a Barbie pink. It shows up pink. And this is Watermelon, opaque, warm tone, bright pink. So we're going to get into this look. And I did just pull out number 9 and 11 bronzers from Haus Labs. You know, I didn't pull out a highlighter from Haus Labs. I'm going to pull out, I'll just take Fire Opal because that's just like an orangey. Let me see for a second. Yeah, we'll do that. I was looking at the other ones. You know what? We're going to take the Sigma one because it's just straight gold. So it's not a color. It's gold. It's not like the other color highlighter. So we're going to do that. So let's just prime the eye, and I'll do the intro really quick while I'm priming the eye. I do have brushes out. These little 6 pans, these are all shimmer / metallic shades, and so Nair, Matte, and Sight, which I do not have an issue with. So let's get into the intro and prime the eye with the Fenty eyeshadow primer. And also we're going to use Melt Cosmetics Fortune, which is a green. And I have to apologize in the live stream tonight because yesterday I said the only green potted liner I have is Inglot, and this is number 86 because I forgot I had the Melt one. So to do a color comparison, this is Melt and this is the Inglot. So the Inglot one is a lot darker than the, what am I saying? than the Fortune. Melt Cosmetics one is a lot darker than Inglot. So maybe we will put this on the upper lash line because I think it'll show more than the darker one, but we'll put Fortune on our in our brows. So let me take out a brush for that really quick. So this is for you, Janessa. Thank you for shopping my stash. I'm excited because, as I said, I've never done a shop my stash. So let me do the intro. Hello and welcome again. My name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. Why? The crazy knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, not trying to be something or someone other than who you are, just letting your natural personality shine through. The troll part is not caring too much about beauty community standards because as you're watching beauty related content, you may hear quite often, you have to use this brand, you have to use this tool, you have to use this technique. And the reality is you don't. You use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. It's hard for me to know where to stop without my brows done, without no tails over here. Try all the things if you want to, but then settle on what you like best for you. And that's what you do. Just wear it and rock it. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is that I stammer sometimes. The bottom line of the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. And so that is the intro. I hope it resonates with you. 2 things if you're new here that you should know about me. I curse because I curse. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And I do try to always say excuse me whether I think you heard it or not. And watching last night's live stream, a couple of them did get past me and I didn't say anything because I was in the middle of a sentence and I was just, yeah, I just didn't. Yeah, so excuse me for that. So we're going to get into this palette. And I'm excited. I haven't used it in a while. So thank you again, Janessa, for requesting this. And I'm looking at the colors. We're just going to try and do a monochromatic type thing. So I'm thinking this, and then that, and maybe putting this lower lash line. That's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and do this. This is an Esom V27 and nothing tapped off. That's going to go, oh my gosh, this reminds me of a shade from Lethal Cosmetics. Y'all, this shade is so pretty. Oh my gosh. And I could have used an Hourglass number 3 brush, which is wider than the Esom brush. And so maybe I'll switch that for the center shade, because since we don't have transition shades, and since I take my lid shades up here anyway into the transition area, this is the transition area. This right here is the crease where the socket is. But since we have to cover wide area, I could have used the Hourglass number 3. These shadows are very easy to work with, and as you see, they show up and they are very, very pretty, as you see. So, okay, I'm looking at the clock there. Let me see. I think we can, I think I'm being hopeful that we can get the entire face done. Look at that, y'all. Oof. It's hard for me to appreciate it look when my brows are not done. Now we're gonna take this shade right here. And I thought to go ahead and do foundation first. And I said, you know what? Let me just do the eye look at least, like right now. Yeah. And then I had a thought like not to do it at all tonight, but then that'll throw off my schedule, because I have in my calendar and my phone like what to do, when to do like what look. And so if something doesn't get done, I have to shift everything as far as YouTube content. So I was like, let me just do this. I thought too this would have been fun as a live stream, but y'all, if y'all have been here for a week or less, another member requested live streams 7 days in a row, and so I'm doing that now. So tonight will be the 3rd one in a row. So I'm like, I'm not adding on another live stream. And we're gonna do on Christmas. I don't know when you'll see this video, because I did a poll like who would like a live stream on Christmas, because I realized everybody's not busy on Christmas, and so just to keep each other company, we're going to do that live stream. My family, our dinner is the day before, and not that any of us really celebrate, but that's when most people who work are off, where they're off on Christmas, and so we always just use holidays to get together. Because that's when most of them are off that work. Now we're going to take, did we say this one? We're going to take this one over here. Y'all, these shadows are super nice. And it's very effortless. Like, I am barely touching my skin, and this shade, oh my gosh. They're creamy, but not creamy to where they crease, because one of their other palettes, I think it was, excuse me, Over the Rainbow and Cherry Bomb, they crease on me horribly, but like this one doesn't, and Violet Dreams doesn't. Violet Dreams is the purple one. And so you see how even though this is a green palette, it's not like just straight green. And when I first used it, it surprised me because I was expecting like just all like really just straight green. And what shade did we use? This one. And so I was surprised by it. But and the packaging is, look at that. So we're gonna put this over here as well. This palette is so easy. Thank you again, Janessa, because I haven't used this in a while for no particular reason. Just using up other stuff. And when I get a new palette, I do a swatch party, a live stream swatch party, and then I knock out looks with the palette until we've used every shade. And so I'm still in the middle of doing that. So this is a nice switch from the other stuff. I'm trying to get the shape the same. And so we're going to overlap this outer corner shade just a little bit. Excuse me for shaking you. And we're going to take the brush, the shadow before it that's on the center of our lid, and we're going to pull it this way. So we're just doing this just to get our blend. So y'all, this is really kind of it. And I am wishing there was like a soft tan color in here for transition, but I don't always even do a transition shade. So the thing for me is just blending it to where it makes sense. You know what I mean? And once we do the brows, that'll help what it looks like too. So we're just using the top part of the brush, the tip of the brush, and just blending it over up here at the top edge. And the same over here. This side looks really good, I think. And this is this side. Did we come more in on the green over here, or does it just look like that there? Let's take that outer corner shade again. We just pressed in once, because it's looking darker over here, but it may be the lighting. Because this to me looks green, this to me looks almost bluish. And I know I perceive color different, but I know these are both the same shades. So I'm just like, why? Okay, now it's looking, yeah. Yeah, this is like mermaidy. I just made up a word. Say it with me, mermaidy. If you said it, let me know down below. And also, if you're enjoying this, leave a green heart down below. Yeah, do that. And for lower lash line, we're going to take this shade right here, or let's take this one because this is more green than this one. This one is leaning, what I'm seeing here is this right here, like a dark blue, but then this way it looks green. But we're going to take this one up here. This is also an Esom brush. This is an Esom V31, and I do like this for lower lash line because it places and it blows out at the same time. And this shade is shinier than I thought, which I don't know why I thought that it wasn't. Excuse me for the glares. Because all the rest of them are shiny. And actually, these are all the same formula that's in this palette. And this is looking hella messy, but by the time we do primer and foundation, that'll clear that up under there. I almost poked myself in the eye, and that would not have been good with this shimmer shade if this brush would have hit my eyeball. So we're placing and blowing out at the same time. Where are we for time? Okay, we got 20 minutes. Okay, I at least want to get the foundation on, because otherwise this is going to be like, what the heck? This is pretty. I like, is that a dual chrome? I think that's a dual chrome. Or is it just looking different colors because it's over that aqua green? Was it aqua green or aqua blue? Aqua green. Like, look at the lower lash line. Looks like there's some gold in there. So that is that. We're going to do our brows. We're gonna, what are we putting in our brows? We're putting Fortune in the brows. I forgot which one we said. Yeah. So we're gonna take another Esom brush, and this is the number V09. And so we're going to put this here. I only put a little bit on the brush. So I'm gonna go back in, and I am like kind of swiping lightly. And we're gonna use the tip of the brush just to try and get a shape. That's pretty. Yeah, I forgot all about this one yesterday. And where it sits in the tray, it was hiding from me under a sponge that I never used. But I washed it, so it's still there. When I did the class, one person used a sponge, and I was like, damn, I probably should have kept them sponges. But I don't use sponges though. But like in case if I'm doing another class and somebody's like, hey, do you have a sponge? I would still have it. But I sent them away to a good home, to somebody who likes sponges. And actually likes the brand sponges that I had purchased. This is taking me longer than I wanted to take. And I think because I feel rushed. I know, I did it to myself. This is pretty. I like this shade of green for my brows. That green we used the other day, it was very bright. The only thing with me doing gel liner in my brows is that I have no tails. And so you can see where it's darker where I have hair, and then it gets lighter where I don't have hair. So that's the only thing. Hopefully I can get the shapes the same. And something is looking a little weird. Let me get another little brush. Some of the liner came under here, and it's not moving. It's dry already. Yeah. I don't think it's noticeable on your end, but I see like little pieces. You know what? Let me just bring this down and over it to cover it up. There we go. And I'm pressing hard on the brush because I did not put a lot of product on the brush because I didn't want to push too hard, and then it just, that's cute. I say as I go back in to mess with the tail. I want the tail to look shapered. All right, so now on the other side. Yeah, I really like this. Y'all, last night was so funny with them brows. Let me know if you're a fan of live streams. If you haven't watched any yet, and not necessarily even mine, so just people doing live streams in general. Time disappears, y'all. Time goes by so fast, and I think it goes by fast for me because I read all the comments and I respond to all the comments usually. So that makes the time go by really quick. These shapes are so freaking different. This one is curved, and they're both curved. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. But this one is closer to the shadow, where this has more space. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put more of that outer corner shade over there. That's what we're gonna do to fix that. I really like this color in my brows because even though it's green, it's not like a bright, bold green. And Janessa loves green liner. She loves green shadows. She loves pink shadows. Excuse me. So we're gonna take that outer corner shade again, which was, was it this one? Damn it. Yeah, I think it was this one. I'm trying to look on a brush to see what it looks like. And it does look like this one. So we're just going to bring that up a little bit higher and out a little bit further. So we're going to come out here and take it up higher. So it'll be closer to where the brows are, like that side. So that's what we're going to do. See that? We did it. We did it. Okay. All right, putting that down again. Now we're going to take, I think we might, ooh, quarter off. We might make it. I'm going to take Inglot number 86 with the MAC 210 brush. And ooh, we're going to put this on our upper lash line. I think this was a good choice. I mean, it does show up over the gold, that inner corner color, but not so much out here, which is okay. But yeah, I do like how that looks up here. So now we're going to do the other side. Let me move my brushes since I'm done with the brushes. We're going to do the same thing on the other eye. I was just thinking of Hung Mango, because he'll do one side and then he'll say, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And they always edit out the other side. And I'm not. I just like for y'all to see what I do. And also, like, if I mess up, like how I fix it or try to fix it. Because sometimes stuff doesn't fix. And so we know that that's not going to work to fix it. But if it does work, then we know what will fix it. You know what I'm saying? So either way, it's a learning lesson. And so I don't know why I paid so much attention to that outer wing, because you can't really see it. This eye feels like it's starting to tear. All right, so that's done. So we're going to go ahead and do mascara. And the mascara primer and the mascara. This is Lancome Sills Boost Mascara Base. Lancome Sills Booster XL Mascara Base. It's a mascara primer, but that's the name of it. Very long title. So we're going to put that on. Y'all, I like this eye look. And I'm going to leave that out for the flat lay. Lancome Lash Idol Mascara. I'm going to put this on. Then we're going to put on foundation. And hopefully we'll have time to set it and put on the blush. With the bronzers and the blush. This was a quick look. And also I am rushing. So that might be part of it too. And I feel like I'm taking too long with my eyebrows. These are not my eyebrows. These are my eyelashes. And we're going to go back in again, come out, scrape some off the tip, and do these lashes over here. Yeah, the eye look is really quick. Yeah. I'm going to turn the brush this way, the curved side up, and sweep them up. And oh, it's only the clock on my wall is a few minutes fast. I looked at the time on my phone. Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong time. I don't know what I'm looking at. All right, foundation, primer, Milk Hydro Grip Face Primer. we're going to do 2 lines. And we're not going to mix it because I don't like how the Natasha Denona concealer looks on top of foundation. For the Estee Lauder, that looks nice on top or underneath the foundation, but I realized the other day I don't like how the Natasha looks on top of foundation. And also it oxidizes as well, so that's another thing. So the first couple times I did it, I liked it, but then as I kept looking at it and as I did it more, I was like, no, I don't like it. And because it was over the foundation, it didn't oxidize like it normally does. I remember the first time I used it, I was like, this is really light. And I don't want to lighten my under eye discoloration. But then as time went on, I was like, this is really nice. And so that's when I realized it did oxidize. Sometimes people say, what's oxidize mean? It's when you put a product on and as it dries down, it turns a different color. And so it was really bright at first. And then, so we used all the primer we put on here, and then it'll turn darker as it dries, or it might just turn another color in general. So this is the Y10 Natasha Denona concealer, and this is how I do my concealer. Just a couple dots, that's it. And I don't put it directly under my eye, even though when we blend it, we will blend it under the eye. And this is the Estee Lauder 4N concealer, which I use down here in this area. So we're going to put that away. Well, not away, but we're going to leave it out for the flat lay. Then we're going to come up here to Natasha. We're going to blend that out. So you see how bright that looks? But then when it starts to dry, it dries down. So we are going to put foundation on top of this, of course. But I chose this color watching a video of someone who looked to be my complexion. And I'm like, that looks really good. Like on me, I was surprised because I usually don't just order concealers or foundations, honestly, like just offline, because it's never the right shade when I get it. But this Estee Lauder is perfect for this area of my face. Look at that, like it just blends right in. So we're going to use the Fenty Soft Lit, and we're going to put 2 pumps on our palette, which is a lot, it looks like. This is me cleaning off the nozzle before I put the lid back on it. I do that for mine. For clients I don't, because that's not sanitary. Okay, I got 15 minutes. My first alarm just went off. So we're gonna tap this. At least, you know what? I'm gonna do the blush first and the lip. And then if we have time, I will do the bronzers. Because then at least the look will be, it can still be done even without bronzers. You know what I'm saying? And highlighters. But I do wanna really get this look done for my troll. My in-house official troll, Janessa. This is her video. I will link her down below. If you have not heard of her or you haven't watched her, like, do check her out. I really enjoy her videos. She has something for everybody. She does makeup videos, and she does bold makeup too, if that's your thing. She does vintage toys. She loves horror movies, and so she'll geek out over horror movies. So she has something for everybody. And so do check her out. I like her channel because her content is so different than a lot of stuff I see on YouTube. And honestly, I get bored sometimes with YouTube because stuff just be looking the same, even on different channels. It's like, okay, I've seen this before. Especially with eye looks, and because I like colorful looks and she likes colorful looks, and she does bold looks, more bold than mine. And I love it. I love it. And so do check her out. So this is that. I'm going to take a brush with no shadow on it. I'm gonna take this one. This is an Esom V31. Or actually, it's one like the one we use for our lower lash line. And we're just going to just like buff out this line just to get it to blend a little bit more. And actually, it's bringing the shade up a little bit higher, which is fine. So if you can see the difference between how this looks and that looks. And I do raise my brows when I do this because otherwise my skin will just move. So I'm just trying to make it taut. And so that's why I raise my brows when I do this, because I do want to blend these out where otherwise my skin, you see what I'm saying? And also it has to do with how much pressure I put. If I put less pressure, it's easier than if I put a lot of pressure. So you see how that blend, oh my gosh. Woo! What are we doing? We're setting the face. This is nice, Janessa, thank you. Oh my gosh, I got 10 minutes. Tap one time, boom, because a lot of powder comes out. And I'm going to take this Scott Barnes brush. This is a number 64. We're going to tap and turn, hold it away from me and tap it off. And we're going to come under here and then around the nose first because that's where we put the concealer. Then we're going to use the side of the brush, tap it on the cheek, side of the brush, tap it on the cheek and under my nose and under the chin. Tap it on the forehead. Tap it on the forehead, my 5-head. And then we're going to swirl. This still feels wet. This foundation is dewy. I don't like how it looks on its own. Like I do feel like I have to set it with powder because I don't like when my face looks glowy, because to me glowy is like borderline oily, shiny, and I don't like that look for myself. But I think if I had dry skin, I would like it more. But it feels good this time of year on my skin, and once I powder down, it's not shiny. And so I'm glad that I did purchase this one. And it's the same shade as the soft matte, which I love as well. The soft matte oxidizes, whereas this one doesn't. So I found that interesting. But then it is a different formula. The soft matte is soft matte, and this one is luminous, dewy, illuminating, however you want to say it. So we have that on. So we're going to take a blush brush. Actually, I'm going to use a Sigma blush brush. Oh my gosh, I love these brushes. This is Soft Sculpt. So I guess I think it might supposed to be a sculpt. Yeah, this says angled cheek brush. This is for bronzer or whatever, but you can use brushes for whatever you want to. So we're going to take lavender blonde. Look at that. Janessa, thank you so much. And we're just going to tap. And all we did, we tapped in twice. This is pretty. Janessa, I don't think I would have... Honestly, I wouldn't have planned this because I usually just choose a blush at random. And so having someone shop my stash and using what they picked, I'm like, this is pretty. We're going to do the lip. And then if we have time, we'll do bronzers. Oh, shoot. What time is it? My phone, the alarm is set for 7:45. That one went off already. And then I have another alarm set for 7:58. So we're going to put this gloss on. So even if we don't get to the bronzers, this can be the look. I know my ear, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened. But look at, y'all want to see? She said a pink lip and a pink blush and green eyeshadow. She did specifically name that palette. But when she said pink lip, I'm like, I got one. And when she said pink blush, I'm like, okay, that's lavender blonde. This is so pretty. So this is what we got. I'm trying to think if I have everything at my desk for that live stream, or if I should just sit over here and do it. Janessa, here you go. This is your look. This lip is nice. And you know, because of the color of my lip and my lip line, it looks like I have a brown lip liner on and I don't. And when I did the class, I had on, I think I just put on chaps. No, I put on a clear gloss. It was a City Lips one of these. And somebody said, do you have a lip liner on? I'm like, no. And those are clear. I'm going over my lip line. Oh, this is pretty. All right, let me go. Do we have time to do blush real quick? I'm going to be rushing to the live, and that's okay. Because I'm never, ever really 100% prepared anyway. And that's not why I'm doing this. But we're going to take this brush. We're going to take Deep Level 9, and we're just patting in. And we're just going to put this back here. And we're going to use the tip of the brush, actually, and put it back here. And we're going to tap straight in. And we're going to put this down here, tap straight in. And come across the forehead, tap straight in, put some on the nose. And then we're going to take Deep Level 11. This one is a little bit darker, so we're just going to tap straight in, and we're just going to put this right back here. Because I like the slight gradient that it gives for the bronzer. And that's all we're going to do with that. And now we're going to take a highlighter brush from Sigma. This was the F11, the contour brush powder, contour concealer brush. And where did I put the highlighter? Oh, it's hiding. This is a Sigma F03. And so we're going to take the Sigma highlighter because it's just gold and it's very, like, look, y'all see? I see, watch. Ooh. I kind of want to do my live over here because the lighting is better. But last night's live was like 2 hours and 10 minutes. And when I got up, like my hips was like, girl. Janessa, this is your look. Oh my gosh, thank you for making me pretty. We're going to lightly spray the face like I'm going somewhere. Whew. So, yeah, I think I'm going to just do the live from here. So this is the look. Let's do pictures. I'm sure I will forget. Janessa, this is beautiful. Thank you. Let's see. A couple more. I'm going to hold up the palette. This one is for my gallery. Hopefully I won't blind you. How was that? I hope that was good. So we're going to go, y'all. Thank you so much. We did this entire face in 31 minutes. My timer is saying, this is adorable. Please do check out Janessa. Thank you, Janessa. This is my first ever Shop My Stash, y'all. And I'm loving it. So we're going to go. And it does look like I have a lip liner. I was going to say eyeliner. But that's my natural lip line color. So we're going to go. Thank you. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Do click to see what the perks are for membership, because it may be something you're like, yeah, I want to get in on that. I have some ideas and suggestions and requests. And also we chat about other stuff too on the community tab. And so thank you for being here. We're going to go and you will see me in the next video.